We're both kind of hungover.
Yeah.
We had a very fun night last night in New York. And currently I'm putting my socks on because we're starting our crazy movie day adventure.
Barbenheimer.
We're gonna go get breakfast though at this really like cool place that's kind of near our house. And hopefully the coffee, tea for him, food that we get will wake us up a bit. But yeah, we're gonna go see Oppenheimer at 3 and Barbie at 10.
10:45 at night.
Basically 11. I guess we're doing this in the name of art because he's got a podcast that he sees movies and stuff for, and watching movies helps me with design because they're obviously going to have two different... Oh, there's something in my shoe. They're obviously going to have two different like design aesthetics to them, so that's going to be really cool to see. And also, I'm just very fascinated in Barbie. Ever since the first trailer we saw, I was like, what is this movie? You know? So, I'm really excited to see it. But this place has like really good food. It's like New York quality food, I would say. Because I got really used to places for like brunch and stuff in New York. Because we lived so close to New York when we were in Jersey City. And also, you know, working in New York, I was always in New York. So there's a certain quality of food I'm used to. I eat mainly a vegetarian palate. Once in a while I'll sprinkle some meat in. I have cheese, I have eggs. So there's just like a kind of food that I prefer. And I haven't really found it down here in Jersey since I've started eating this way. It's mainly in New York. I always get kind of sad when we're gonna go out to places because I can't really get food that I really want to eat. But finding this place has kind of like opened up to that New York style food being down here. So I kind of wonder if they were like inspired by New York or if it just got lucky. So yeah, I don't really need anything other than myself and my wallet right now, so that's good. Breakfast was definitely a good idea. I think we both feel a lot more awake. I would like to do like the black and pink, like everybody's doing black and pink, but I don't really have much that I could wear. Not like a pink person, like I have this as pink. I had a black shirt, like a baggy black shirt. I might just have like a plain black tank top somewhere. Here it is. I'll do this. It's a little wild to do 2 movies in one day, and actually we're able to do this because my son is with my mom right now. It was really funny because when I dropped my son off at my mom's house, she asked me if I liked movies. Yes, I like movies. Like, what kind of question is that? I don't know. I guess it's different for their generation. They don't see movies to the same degree that we see movies. It's like, kind of like a thing. But, I don't know, it was just a weird question. I think this works. A little hint of pink in there. I should wear a hat. Oh, this hat's dirty. Maybe wear a hat. How does that look? Looks kind of good. I look so silly. I definitely gotta clean this hat if I'm gonna wear this hat. I would like to be doing design work all weekend, working towards my goals of transitioning into UX, but you also gotta take a break sometimes, work on just relaxing in yourself, but hopefully this is a fun experience. Also, I just kind of feel like you need life experiences to be a good designer. Okay, so we we just got done seeing Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer. It seems like they kind of made fun of the name in the movie, that it could be either way. But it's a scientist guy movie, and it's now 7-something at night, so it's dinner time. We're gonna see Barbie in a few hours, so we're gonna get food first, but I figured, you know, at this point when we haven't yet seen Barbie, to be able to compare the movies, we'd do quick little thoughts. I feel you can go first because you have a lot of opinions, and I probably have compacted my opinions down, but what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good.
Was that?
Well, when you start by saying I have a lot of opinions, I'm like, do I have a lot of opinions? I don't know. I mean, we just watched 3 hours worth of a Christopher Nolan film, and generally when you leave those movies, they're not movies that you know right away how you feel about them, and it's the kind of thing that sets in later.
I didn't really care about seeing this movie. Still, I don't think I would really care about seeing this movie, but after seeing this movie, I would say it was pretty good. Definitely, I felt it was more an artsy movie than like a plot movie, and yeah, bombs continue to be bad, in my opinion, and this movie just kind of proves that bombs are bad. So, but overall, I thought it was a really good movie. I wasn't bored.
I like your hot take. Bombs are bad.
They are bad.
I agree.
And they continue to be. All right, let's see. We're gonna go get food.
Bye.
Sometimes I check my watch by booping it with my nose, but it's 8:46 at night now. We had dinner, but now we have like 2 hours before Barbie. So we decided to come home, charge our stuff. Dinner was fine, except while we were eating and talking about Oppenheimer, some of the people cleaning a table behind us, they dropped something, and I believe it must have been a container of ranch or blue cheese, and it kind of like bullet shot everywhere, including all over me, all over my hat, all over my shirt, all over my food. I don't think I need to change my clothes. I evaluated myself in the restroom. I think I got it all off.
Yeah, it seems fine.
And like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really gonna change my outfit for 2 hours and then change my outfit again to go to bed.
Yeah. Said I was not devastated and broken when she opened my hand, slipped hers in, then walked away.
Going back to the movies now, nighttime. Right?
Yep.
That's cheating. Cheating.
Alright, sorry.
I don't know what time it is now, because my watch died.
Late o'clock.
We just finished that movie. Do you think like Mattel is like super aware of itself?
Interesting that a movie about becoming self-aware must have been made by a self-aware company, right?
Yeah. I feel like
It's very meta.
yeah, I don't know. So what do you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good. I think it takes a big swing, a bigger swing than Oppenheimer, but aesthetically, the design is more interesting, creative, challenging. I think they put a lot more care and effort into it. I don't think it's always a home run. I think there are some moments where it kind of dips, but it sticks the landing at the end.
Yeah. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was super interested in seeing this movie because the first trailer was like really weird. And it was like, what kind of movie could you possibly make with Barbie? You know?
Yeah.
But I think from the beginning to the end, it stayed consistently strong for me. Graphically. Like, I thought the design was really good, and I actually think this would be a movie for designers to see.
Definitely.
Because they did a really good job.
Which one did you like better out of Barbenheimer?
Well, let's get home and get comfy.
Ooh, suspense.
Let's get into comfy clothes. I want to get out of this hat. Well, it's a whole nother day now because we got home at like, I don't know, but when we went to bed it was like 3 or 4 o'clock. And when you're in your mid-30s and some of us are getting closer to 40, you can't really keep up with that lifestyle 2 days in a row. I'm gonna say, between the two movies, and I want to recognize that they both were very good artistically, and they both are films that I think are worth watching. But my favorite of the Barbenheimer was the Barbie. I just felt that the story was more enticing to me, and the visuals and like the overall like design of like basically like the soundscape, like the graphics, like how things progress from one point of the story to the next was just like really interesting the whole time. I was like, there wasn't a point that I got bored with that movie. I felt a lot of influence from Birds of Prey actually in the Barbie movie. And maybe even like some influence of Deadpool, because it did kind of break the fourth wall. And it also just like was very aware of itself. It seemed like Mattel was very aware of their image, of politics. I think most people expected to go in and it was a Mattel Barbie, like, oh, Barbie's so great, Barbie, Barbie, Barbie. But that's not what we got. Oppenheimer, well, it was very visually stunning, and I liked how they did make black and white and color footage work together. I loved their soundscape. I loved just like the progression of the story through time. It wasn't very linear, like it jumped around, but I felt that movie was more for a specific person, and I wouldn't recommend it to just like anyone. But I know that you really wanted to see Oppenheimer.
I did, yeah.
And it was more for your kind of person who likes science and stuff. That's me. Like, Barbie was for me. What was for you?
It's close. But probably Oppenheimer. Again, we just saw these last night, and I feel like both of them are movies I want to sit with and probably watch a second time to get a better sense of sort of what I feel about them. I would not disagree, but I would go further with what you said, where you said that Oppenheimer is a movie for a specific kind of person. I think Barbie is a movie for a specific type of person. I agree with you that Oppenheimer is, but I think there are also, I think if your dad went to see Barbie, he would be miserable through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas if he went to see Oppenheimer, I think he'd have a much better time.
Yeah.
I mean, Barbie is much more fun than Oppenheimer, which I think everyone has said, right? Oppenheimer doesn't really make you leave the theater with a feeling of joy or optimism.
Yeah.
But Barbie, I mean, they're both big swings, and they're both testaments to what you can do cinematically in film, but in opposite directions, where Oppenheimer is more of a story about, it's showcasing amazing cinematography and design with contrast and lighting, sound design, abstraction with themes. Barbie, on the other hand, is more of a testament about like how much you can pack in a short amount of time. Lighting in regard to bright colors, less contrast, more vibrancy, dance work, choreography, how realistic over-the-top acting can be under the right circumstances, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Neither of them were really CGI heavy, which was nice, kind of refreshing, given the current state of film. But both very entertaining, very good movies. I think it is a big swing. I don't think it's always a home run, but I think it sticks the landing. I was the opposite. I was never really bored during Oppenheimer. There were a couple moments where I zoned out. But during Barbie, there were definitely a few moments where I was like, is this good? I don't know if this is good. Like a couple scenes where I was like, okay, I get it. Like, can we just move along, please? Some of it felt kind of not stereotypical, but tropey, old hat. And maybe that's the point.
Yeah, I think they were going for that.
It's very small moments. Like, I don't knock Barbie for a lot of this, because, again, they took a big swing, and I'd rather they take a big swing and miss a couple times, just to have a little fumbles, than not take a big swing at all. But there were just a couple little moments where I was like, I don't think this works. But overall it does, and most of the small parts do too, especially, I mean, the last 30 or 45 minutes is magic.
Yeah, we completed Barbenheimer.
What would you rate Barbenheimer on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
7 Barbenheimers?
Yeah, it made me tired. I was also not very happy that I got ranch on me. Kind of ruined my taste for the night.
I give Barbenheimer a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna do it again? If there's another movie that they combine the two movies and make a name?
Oh, for sure. I thought you meant this one again, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, am I gonna see both of these again at some point before they leave theaters? I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. But I will certainly do a double feature again.
What
Absolutely.
if they do Oppenheimer 2 and Barbie 2?
I mean, Oppenheimer 2 is going to be very strange. It's going to be 3 hours of Cillian Murphy laying in a grave, in a coffin, silent with his eyes closed. And Barbie 2, I guess, is going to be her working as a data entry position for a couple hours.
Maybe.
No spoilers. But I don't know how they could do a sequel to either of these films.
Yeah, it was fun, and we did a thing. And now we're both really tired, but we're having soda and junk food, and that's kind of helping us wake up, because our baby's coming back soon. And we got to be in prime parent position to deal with him, because he seems to have had a lot of cookies and no naps. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, that helps. And consider subscribing. I do videos on design, and I also do vlog kind of videos on just like what my life is around my design job and studying for UX design. And if you plan to see Barbie and Oppenheimer either together or separate, I'd love to know what you thought of it. So hit that down below in the comments. If you agree with Andrew, call that out. If you agree with me, call that out. If you don't agree with either of us, like, I don't know. I guess you didn't really watch the movie. No, you can call that out below. You want to say something?
I can't believe you gave it a 7. It's like almost a failing grade.
Well, it would have been an 8 if I didn't get ranch on me. Okay, bye.